once again, it's time for another edition of Inside the Headset. We're starting week 2 of the 2024 season. I'm on the campus of Rockville High School. I've got with me the head coach of the Rockville Rockets, head coach Brian Guthrie. How you doing today, Coach?
Good, still.
I'm doing great. Well, we came out Friday night, great atmosphere. I mean, we talk about this and we try to explain to people game time atmosphere, game time shape. I want to put my kids in situations where they have to be tested. I want to see what happens here. You got all that Friday night. You got every bit of it, and probably not in the dosage you wanted,
right,
but you got it all. You got a thriller of a game. You got to dedicate the field. It was perfect weather. There was a line at the concession stand from the time the coin toss till you let everybody go. I mean, I don't know how many bags of trash you hauled out here. What a successful night.
It was almost.
I mean, it's almost, Coach.
Yeah, but all that other stuff was very successful. Yeah, I mean, I think we made a lot of money. There was a lot of people here.
And that's what we got to do. I mean, that's what we intend to do. When we set this show up on Friday night, we're here to make money for the football program or whatever, the kids.
I think the stand did really well. They've got this thing where they can, you scan a QR code, you can order from the stands. She said that went really, really well. We had all our sponsors, or most of our sponsors here, and had a tailgate for them. The band played before the game. Then Bo played the national anthem on his electric guitar, which is really, really, really cool. He did a great job. He was really nervous, but he did a really good. He said, I'm not nervous about the game. I'm nervous about playing national anthem." But he did a really good job. And then then we came out and tried to play a half and didn't play very well. Didn't execute very well. But still drove it down a couple times, got down there close, stalled out, kicked a couple field goals.
Couldn't get the running game going. Just could not get that running game.
No, they did some things that gave us a few problems, but some of that was just, I don't know what it was.
Inexperienced line a little bit?
No. I only had one that didn't have any experience. Well, no, I'll take it back. Yeah.
Your center.
Center and our right guard. Our right guard.
Game time situation.
Our right guard tore his. I don't know if he tore it. He messed up his knee last week. And he's a senior guard. He's been playing it all year. So and played last year for us. But so we had a new right guard and our center was new. So there were some issues there, but I think sometimes we probably should have tried to run it a little more.
Yeah.
Sometimes you as a play caller, and I've been there. You run the ball and it doesn't work, and then you think, well, that's not. But you gotta stay with it. But the biggest deal was, we got behind the sticks a lot.
Yeah. And put yourself there. Just shot yourself right in the foot.
100%. And so we had to throw it because we were behind the sticks. So.
That put Javion in an uncomfortable, third and long.
Yeah, but I thought Javion played really well. I thought Coach Crane called a good game. We just didn't execute very well. We had some drop balls.
Jalen dropped that one. If we'd had that one, that would have been.
There was a lot of ifs and buts.
There is.
Javion threw a couple in the dirt.
They didn't throw an interception.
Not many, but yeah.
He didn't throw it to them, and that's important.
And then we, at halftime we did the whole sponsor thing where we introduced all our sponsors and just, super happy with how they came out and helped us out, and it was just a really, really cool night. And then, had a little pep talk at halftime, and then came back out in the second half and played a lot cleaner. We still had some mistakes and did some things that we need to clean up, but we played cleaner than we did the first half. And, we scored a couple times, and our kids didn't give up. They played hard. We were down 2 scores. What was it, 21-6 or something? And our kids could have ducked their heads and tucked their tails, but they didn't. They played.
And they punt, pin you back on 99 yards.
Another mistake. That was a mistake by us.
Yeah.
That was on the coaches. We should have recognized where our guys were lined up and fixed it, but we didn't.
Because you knew they were going to pooch it.
Yeah, I mean,
And he got a lucky roll. He doesn't know that thing's good. He got a heck of a roll.
Got a great roll. That's why you do it.
Yeah.
That's why you play the game. So we got a lot of things to clean up, and we know it, and our kids know it. But yeah, I'm super proud of how hard they played. I'm super proud of the fact
effort was definitely
that we didn't give up, and we came back, and we tied the game late. We just did some things that are late too that gave us, that put us in the bind. So and gave them chances.
Well, and you're down there, and so you get back into the daggone thing, and then and you realize it, and then they had 2 real successful kickoff returns where they get it back up to where they're almost at the 45 kids, and they're starting their offensive drive. Got to get that fixed.
Got to fix
that. Fix the
especially
penalties. We know that. I mean, that's on you. You got that one. But other than that, saw a little jawing, but your kids seem to stay under control.
They did.
And there's going to be a little of that. And you got to watch it.
They did. They did better. They're real competitive. Our kids are real competitive.
Well, they're 16-year-old kids, and you're coaching them. I hope they're competitive.
And sometimes it bleeds out of their mouth, and it doesn't need to. And so, but we did a lot better job of handling that the other night, I thought. And so, we're getting better every week. And, we just want to play with class and good sportsmanship and play between the whistles and do all those things. So that's what we try to teach them. But sometimes it doesn't always take. But they're getting better.
One guy on defense was he had a heck of a ball game. Well, actually 2 of them did, but we called his name all night long. But Melvin Boone was in the backfield, causing disruption, and those other guys on that front line, they got to get to that. They got to get to Melvin's level. They got to want to be right up on Melvin's level and be an animal like Melvin. And I'm telling you, he's a handful. I mean, they didn't have any answers for Melvin Boone, and then your boy Monk came away with 2 interceptions, and at crucial times, he picks the ball off, and so knows for the ball, and that's very unlikely that a kid, like you said, he came from basketball, and it's very unlikely that a kid goes out there and gets 2 interceptions in the same night.
Yeah, I've been telling Jay Monk, all summer that dude, you got the keys to the car. All you got to do is drive it. You got everything you need. All you got to do is
get in the game,
make it happen. So, when he probably got that first interception, it was on a post wheel, and he played it perfect. He played in his cylinder between the 2, and then faded. It was textbook. So real happy for him. He needed some confidence, and that was a good confidence builder that night.
Oh yeah.
Those 2 picks, and then but Melvin does everything the way you want him to.
Then
he's good in the classroom. He's a yes or no sir kid. He does exactly what you ask him to do. He plays 100% all the time. He's the dude.
And then last but not least, your other MVP was your kicker. I mean, he did a real good job, I thought. First time. He's
Great.
Freshman.
Yep.
Freshman. Look, Khalil Armand's a senior right now over at Riverdale. He's been kicking, and now he's decided that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
When we get, like you said, the keys are in that kid's head. Practice and get out there.
I think Isaac's going to be a real special player. We went over to Ravenwood and played the Jamboree, and it was about a 45, 48 yarder, and I put him in there and told him to kick it. Knowing that was at the end of his but I wanted him to been in that pressure situation before it counted.
Yeah.
So he went out the other night and was calm, cool, and just hammered both of them. We got to do a little bit on his kickoffs. We got to make sure he's kicking it where we want him. But I think next year he's going to be kicking the end zone every time. And, he's really good. He works at it and works with.
He's got some runway. He's got some runway.
Yeah, works with James Wilhoit. So just real pleased with him. Of course, that's why we brought him up as a freshman, because he's pretty good. He's pretty good at what he does.
Well, the worst part about it is you can't sit around and have a pity party.
No.
Yeah. I mean, we got to go to work tomorrow.
That's right.
And we got a game on Friday, and you got a bunch coming in here, and they lost Friday night to your a region opponent that you'll see later on in the season. So the best part of the only good thing about playing Smyrna right now is the first part about it is you got the copy of the Riverdale tape because you needed it. So you got a little info on wheel to start.
That's true, but our focus is on Smyrna.
Yeah, right. It wasn't. But
Matt. I like playing Matt because I know they're going to be well coached. I know they're going to behave. They're going to play the right way, and they're going to do all those things. And I know what you're going to get with Matt, and he's a really good football coach. He's been around a long time, so I like playing those guys, and they're always physical, and they'll be physical Friday night. And they got a good defense. So
they bring a good crowd. They travel well.
That's another good reason.
Come on.
But I know they're going to be good on defense, so that'll be a test for us to be able to move the football. Offensively, they're probably not as good as they are on defense, but they've got a couple of good running backs that are tough now. So we'll have our hands full. There's no question, and we've got to play. We've got to play a lot cleaner football than we did Friday night, and I think if we do that, we'll have a chance to win the game.
Well, let's wrap it up. First thing I want to say is thank you and to Mr. Luker and the entire staff out here and the faculty administration of Rockville for letting us come out Friday night. We had a great time.
Yeah, we'd love to have you out here.
We had a wonderful time. Kids are great. Band, they helped us get the equipment up, and then people that were helping pick up the ROT, they helped us get the equipment down, and that's important. There's 25 bags that's got to go up that makes that picture come to life, and all the audio and all the bells and whistles. It's not just as we say, it's not just a camera on a tripod, and even your rig, and it's gotten a lot more sophisticated since I first started. There's even you guys got a lot more with the huddle gear and being able to review tape on the sidelines and all those bells and whistles, and all that stuff costs money. And you just telling me a while ago you got to go out and get a new drone camera.
I think somebody shot our drone the other night. It just fell straight out of the sky. So it fell out and broke, and so we're gonna have to buy a new drone. But it's always something.
Well, yeah, and that's what a lot of people understand is all this stuff is being used. It's traveling. It's not staying at the house. It's going out. It's being used on the field, and it has to be packed away. And then there's not bags for everything. So now you have to, where are we going to put this? Well, we don't have a bag for this. You got to vent a bag. It's all this and the coordination. People just don't. But we had a great time, and your whole entire group just did put on a heck of a show. And the best part about it is they get to do it again Friday night. And hopefully make some money.
Friday night will be senior night for us. We're going to do it early because all of our home games are at the front end of the season. So, we play 4 of the first 5 are at home. So, and then we're away after the 5th one, and then we're back home on the 7th one. So, and then the rest of them are away. So the last
game 8, 9, and 10, you're on the road.
We're on the road. After fall break, we're on the road.
And I catch you at some of them down the road. I think I catch you over at Blackview or some other places.
So we're going to go ahead and do senior night, get it out of the way, and then we've got homecoming to do that last home game right before fall break.
Okay. Well, kids, y'all get back out here Friday night. That kickoff's going to be at 7 o'clock.